Testing. All right, guys. All right, guys. I think we're live. Thanks for tuning in. And today we're going to be creating a lyric video from start to finish in CapCut. And yeah, I just wanted to share how I've been doing these and all of the workflow hacks that I found. So my goals for this session are, I want you to learn how to create lyric videos for your AI music with CapCut. And I'm going to show you the full process from start to finish live, so you can see every single detail and see the workflow. And yeah, so before we get into it further, why create a lyric video in the first place anyways, right? I'm just going to turn this down further. And so basically there's a bunch of reasons here that I got from my research and perplexity. But basically I boil it down to, it's a fun way to promote your music. It's also a simpler and more engaging way to promote your music if you don't have enough time to create a full music video. So, I plan to do AI generated music videos for these songs as well, but I wanted to see if I could create something that could promote the videos in the meantime in short order. So that's what I wanted to do here. Another thing is it helps people to discover and connect with the lyrics. So if you are really trying to focus on those lyrics, this is a great way to do it because, yeah, the main animated thing in the video are the lyrics. And another thing for me is it strengthens your experimentation and kind of capabilities with CapCut. So it's a fun way to learn how to use CapCut. So now, let's get into like some examples. If you don't know what a lyric video is, I know you probably have heard of it, but I'll just show a quick example of the style of video that I want to do right now. And yeah, just so you can see what that's like. So this is a previous video I did. I'll just play a few seconds of it and I'll go into like the actual lyrics part.
Mirror, mirror on these walls of steel, numbing from all that I could feel. 1,000 pounds of defense wrapped in chrome.
So yeah, you could see like there's these kind of like subtle animation effects going over the album art. And then there's also the animated lyrics. So there's actually a lot going on there. And there's a lot layered in here. That's why I wanted to cover this, because usually I take for granted all the stuff that goes into making something that seems so simple. So yeah, that's an example of what we're going to create today. And today's project is this single, Control. So I published this to YouTube Music. So let me just bring that up here. Yeah. So I published this to YouTube Music, but now I want to be able to promote this on social media, but I don't have enough time to create the full AI video, like with, all kinds of like video animations and stuff like that. So I was trying to think of like, what's the best way to do this with some animation, but it won't take too much time, so that you get the concept out to more people, but and it buys you time to create the actual videos, the full videos. So we're gonna create the full video for this from start to finish. Okay, so let's get into what you need. So to begin, you're going to need CapCut Pro. So you do need the Pro subscription for this because it's going to generate the lyrics for you. You could try to do that yourself, but it's going to be a lot easier if you do this with the AI assist. And also, it's just an amazing AI video editor. I've tried DaVinci Resolve, um, but that was like too much to learn for the return it gave me. And CapCut is like it's just straight to um, the quick edits that you need. So I do have a affiliate link in the description below if you want to support the channel. So check that out if you're interested in upgrading to Pro. You're also going to need original music, so that you need the rights to this music. You don't want to be sharing stuff that you don't have copyright. I've seen this happen a lot in the forums and people getting banned and copyright striked. So yeah, just make sure you own the original music. And if you're doing AI music, you should make sure that you have the subscription plan and read the terms extensively because yeah, you don't want to be creating this all for nothing when you don't have the rights. Another thing is you need to have the album art ready. So in a previous live stream, I showed how to create album art from scratch for free on your Mac. And so you could go check out this video if you need help creating the album art. And an image editor, I'm using Figma to create additional graphics for the cover of for our thumbnail cover. So that's all you need to get started. And I have all that ready. So let's get into Figma actually, where we're going to prepare the assets. So now I have this Figma file set up, and basically it has all of my other album art in here. And I set it up so it's like a system. So you just have to swap out this asset and then it'll update all of these other assets. So I have the cover art that needs to be a specific size if you're publishing it. And you have your thumbnail and your CapCut assets. That's what we're going to be using. But, instead of creating this all from scratch every time, I have this thing here where you have a symbol and you just paste in your album art here. And as you can see here, if I turn this on, it'll automatically update all my other assets. So what I have here is just one symbol, I have a symbol over here and duplicate it into these other sizes. So I won't go too deep into this. That'll probably be another tutorial how to create album art. And well, I guess it's about how to create in Figma your thumbnail and your cover art, because that's a whole tutorial on its own. But yeah, all you need is your assets right now. So let's get back to this. What we need is these CapCut assets. So what I'm envisioning is we're going to have the album art here as a square, and then we're going to just duplicate that square behind to fill in the aspect ratio, the 16:9 aspect ratio, right? So this is 4K, or actually this is 1920 by 1080, but I export it at 4K because we're gonna export this as a 4K video at the end of it. So what we're gonna do is you put in your album art here, and then we're gonna center it like that, right? We have your square album art. So actually, let's start from scratch here. So let's say you have nothing inside of this. Oh, okay. So this is from a previous thing. Okay, so let's say you have a asset here, your album art, and then you paste it into your frame here with, let's see. Yeah, you're going to put it into your 16:9 frame. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy this and paste it. And then you're going to expand this. Okay, so if that happens, you have to go back to your main art over here and make sure that it scales. Okay, so that's scaling, and make sure it's center. Oh no, okay, scale, scale. And this thing should scale. So I'm not too sure what's happening here. Okay, so this is a little Figma thing. You have to make sure that this thing that you're scaling up is just this image. So let's take this out of the frame. So we're going to do this is going to be Command Shift G, and we're going to delete the extra layers we don't need. And then we're going to upscale this. Then I'm going to go and hit the square bracket back. We're going to send it. You can right click and then send to back. Okay. Okay, so it's in the back here. Actually, what we're going to do is go here and object, rasterize selection, and then we're going to apply a blur to it. So let's go to blur, and we're going to jack that up. Now we're actually not going to be using this particular asset. We're just using it to see what the composition looks like. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here so we could see. We basically have the same composition that we were intending. So now I'm going to delete this, and I'm just going to export this. So I'm exporting this as 1x. Actually, you know what? I think we need to export this higher. So let's look at the size of this frame. And it's 1267 height. So 1267. Actually, okay, so 1267 by 1267. Let's go to export, and we're going to go to width. We're going to do export out 1267. So that's going to export this at like 4K resolution, but as a square. And that's all we pretty much need. So I'm going to export this now. Oh, and okay, so I'll share another secret tip here on how I organize my files for this. Okay, so let's go to, let's see. All right, so I'm going to show you a hack I have for managing your folders. So I created this with the help of ChatGPT and Claude. So I made this automation where it'll create your project folder for you. So let's say I'm just going to leave it at that. See, untitled folder, but check out this automation. All right. So you hit quick actions, and then you hit add video project folders, and watch what happens. Okay, it's gonna ask me what do I want this project to be named. So I'm gonna call this Control Lyric Video. And watch what happens. Okay, so it just renamed it with the date up here. And it also has the title. But inside, you're going to see all of the folders that I always have ready to go. So this is so helpful. You don't have to copy and paste folders. You don't have to remember what your folders were. You just have to do this once. I might do a tutorial on this later on. But now we have my basic folder structure for all my projects. And yeah. Okay, so let's save this now. So yeah, I save my graphics in the graphics folder. So I'm going to go here and we're going to go to my project, Control Lyrics Video, Graphics, and we'll call this, yeah, main control art, cover art. All right. So now we have the main thing. Let's check it out. And here we go. All right. So we have this thing in 4K. It's ready to be imported into CapCut. All right. So now we're going into CapCut and we're going to hit create. You can see we have blank project. Just going to fill that out here. And now we're going to go and import our art. So I'm going to grab this and throw this in to the timeline. Okay. So it looks like it changed the aspect ratio. I don't know why it does this. Usually it doesn't do this, but we're going to go back to this ratio button and hit 16:9 because we want this to be a video that could play on YouTube and in the regular format. So now we have our art in here. All right, so we need our audio now. So I'm gonna grab the audio file. So I'm gonna go into where I have that. So let's see. I think it's called Control. Okay, so here we go. So I'm gonna grab the folder, actually the audio file, and drop that in. And you could see here that the waveform, it's a bit short, so we're gonna expand that so we could see more of it. And it looks like the volume is kind of low because you're not seeing as many orange spikes. And for YouTube, you wanna have most of this raised up. So this is what I usually do as I hit this normalize loudness. This is one of the most used filters I use. So I'm going to hit normalize loudness, see what that does. Okay, so it looked like it had minimal changes. Oh, actually it did. So let's see. So you could see the difference there. Let's see, with it and without. Oh, interesting. So it actually lowered some of the peaks. Well, we're going to leave it because that's what I usually use. And now what I'm going to do is just play it, make sure it's the right sound. Okay, not sure if you guys are hearing that. Just, might be some audio issues here. Let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some live testing. Okay.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand.
I guess I have to turn on my headphones here.
From another's hand.
Okay, I can hear it now.
But now I see inside.
Okay, so we have the audio working. If you guys hear that, let me know in the chat. Oh, cool. All right, I just noticed there is some chat here. All right, what's up, guys? What's up? Let me know if you could hear the music.
But now I see the truth.
And I'm just gonna expand this all the way to the end of the track. So we have the visual for the entire track. And what we're going to do next is the basic thing, which is generate the lyrics. So I couldn't figure this out at first, but what you have to do is it's different when you do lyrics for music versus doing it for a regular video. In a regular talking head video, you're going to hit generate and it's just going to generate the speech based on your audio. But if you have lyrics, there's a special AI specific for lyrics, and it's supposedly better for generating the lyrics captions. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to hit generate lyrics, and it's generating. And I think this is done locally, so it depends on how fast your computer is. It might take longer or less. So, okay, we're at 45% now. Okay, thanks for confirming the music. All right. Okay, I don't know why this is stuck. Usually it's done pretty quick. Might be a bug. Okay, I'm going to cancel this and try it again. This is weird. It's never happened. All right. There it's going. Okay. So now I'm just going to scrub through and see. Yeah, I recognize the lyrics, so. Okay, so there's an instrumental part that's.
Every note I say brings me back to life.
Okay, so now we have our lyrics generated, but of course you could see here it's not styled how we want it, right? Now what I did was I saved a preset for text, like the exact style that I use in all of my videos for lyric videos. So you could see here that if I go into presets and I refresh here, I have some of the styles that I've used before. So I have it here under lyrics. So I'm going to select one of the lyrics, and then I'm going to hit this to style all of the lyrics at the same time. So it's still like spinning, so that means it's downloading. I'm not sure why it's downloading, but happens sometimes. Have you guys done have you done a lyric video before? All right, so let's see if I just click it again. Okay, doesn't seem to be applying. So let's try a different one just to see if it's just the lyrics. Okay, so at least this lyric works. If not, we're just gonna have to go from scratch. Let's try it again. Oh, it's actually this one. Okay, so I'm going to choose this and see if I could apply. Okay, so it looks like I can't do that, so I'm just gonna drag this in, and then I'm gonna copy the attributes, and then I'm gonna delete that snippet, and then I'm going to select this. Now, this is what you should pay attention to, is this setting, because if you apply any changes to this text, it's going to apply it to this whole row, all of the text. So if you're trying to do any one-off things, you just got to make sure that you uncheck that first. but we want this, so I'm going to right click and then I'm going to paste attributes. And let's see. Pretty much we do want all that, so let's paste that. Okay, so that's the same type that I wanted, and then I'm just going to do some resizing a bit. So I'm going to hold down Option and move this handle in to have some breathing space around the left and right sides. And then I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go back to Figma and check out what color we had for the lyrics or for the cover art. So I'm going to hit that, and then I'm going to select the color. Then I'm going to go back, and then we're going to, let's see. Okay, it didn't seem to, okay, yeah. So we're going to go to this one, and we're going to hit the color and just paste. And then, so now we have that color. I'm just checking it out to see if it's readable or not. It might have to be lighter because there's going to be a lot of text. So I'm going to lighten it a bit. So I'm pretty much happy with that now. But as we could see, it didn't fully apply the style across the board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the place where it did apply the style. And then I'm going to right click again, copy attributes. Then I'm going to select all of the lyrics. And then I'm going to right click, hit paste attributes. And now it's going to apply to all of them. So now we scrub through and we could see that it has applied it all the way across. Now, what we're going to do is add some animation. And this is surprisingly easy. So actually, let's just hear that and see it.
We're away, afraid to stand, seeking validation from.
Okay, so it's working. Now we're going to apply the effects. So we're going to go to animation now and have all of your lyrics selected. Then we're going to go to, I use this effect. I don't even know what it is because they need to change this UI layout so you could see the, okay, here we go. It's called snow fluttering. So there you go. So now it applies that effect. And then the in animation is like how it animates in, and then the out is how it animates out. I know that's obvious, but I feel like it needs to be said sometimes. And so let's see what that looks like. So let's go to,
No regret, found my worth, it's crystal clear. No more letting.
okay. So we have the basics now of the lyric video, right? But we don't want to stop there. We want to, well, there's a lot of things still to do. So as you can see, like we have to read the lyrics and make sure that the lyrics are right, because as good as AI is, it still gets the typos wrong. And also there's like some typesetting things we can optimize here where, we don't want this lone word sitting over here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to scrub through and correct the things that I see are incorrect lyrics. And yeah, let me just do this real quick. Let me see this. Okay. Oh, another cool trick is the jog function. So if you want to this is a critical thing that you have to customize for rapid editing in CapCut. There's this thing called jog. So let me see where it is. I set it to L. So let's look for L here. Oh yeah, okay, shuttle. It's called shuttle right, shuttle left. So shuttle allows you to go through your video much faster than regular playback. Because if you had to do that every time at regular playback speed, it does make you go crazy after a while. So what I do is I assign that to L. So I'm going to hit the L key and watch what happens. So I hit L and it just plays. But if I hit L again, it's going to speed up.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand, seeking seeking validation from.
And then if I hit it again,
But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth is crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove no worth to anybody. This fire inside can be contained.
so yeah, having this shortcut, this keyboard shortcut for shuttle right and shuttle left, more for shuttle right is like the key one because you want to be able to play back fast. And so I highly recommend using shuttle right for playing through your video much faster. So let's do this again here. So I'm going to hit play.
Used to give my power away, a freak stand, seeking validation from another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth is crystal clear. No more let.
Okay, yeah. That should be steer. So I'm going to go into, you just click on the lyric and then you do your corrections. And then another thing is like if you want to do this on a new line, luckily it's so much easier in CapCut, you just have to do new line. In DaVinci Resolve, this would be a huge headache. So that's why it's another reason you want to do your lyric videos in CapCut. So let's go through this again, and I'm going to just check the spacing. So you can see here, there's like this extra space. So what I do is I just click on that, and then I make sure I do a line break where I want it to. And I'm going to do that for each one of these. Okay. All right. So this one also, there's an extra space. So I'm going to hit that. All right. So actually, I'm going to break it at truth. So truth, and I'm going to remove this extra space. So yeah, if you want your lyrics to be aligned, make sure to check this extra space at the top line, because that could set it, that can make it off center. Okay, so yeah, I usually do that pretty much for every lyric to make sure that it is exactly how I want it to look. Let's see. Okay, so let me do a line break here. All right, so I'm gonna actually finish that later. Let's play through real quick again.
Used to give my power away, a freak stand, seek validation from another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth is crystal clear. So
yeah, there's sometimes where there's like 3 lines, and you might want to chop that up if you feel it's necessary. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you could get it on one line. It's really up to you, your preference. Now, another thing. All right, so now let's get into some special effects. So I wanted to bring some extra life to the background, like I did with this video here. Let's see. So yeah, with this video here where you have like this subtle animation in the background that happens. Let's see if we could find a similar one, or like one that fits more with the theme of this. If not, we're going to use the same kind of filter. So next is thinking about the vibe of the song and thinking about, okay, what filter would enhance this visual. So we go to Effects tab over here, and let's play it, but we're going to silence the music for now. All right. Or actually, I'll just put it to much lower volume. Okay. All right, so let's leave it playing a bit in the background. And so when you're looking at these, you could just roll over the effects to preview it. So that's obviously way too crazy. We're looking for something subtle. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I kind of like that one. It really fits with the line art that we have here. So let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to drag, actually, I'm going to star that one because I like it so much. I'm going to drag Neon Flow into the timeline, and you want it below your lyrics. And now I'm going to expand this to the whole timeline and just preview that. All right, let's see.
of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside,
Okay, let's see that again.
this fire inside can't be contained. My power.
Okay, so I don't like how it goes over her face. So maybe this is more for a background effect. So yeah, I'm going to keep that as a background effect. So I'm going to hide this for now, and we're going to look for more effects that might complement this top layer first. So I'm going to just disable Neon Flow for now. We're going to look for more of these effects. We're looking for something really subtle that won't distract from the actual lyrics.
Can't be changed. I'm whole.
Okay, so color pixel is pretty cool. Let's see how often it goes. And sometimes you could customize this. Okay, so we need something slower. And let's see how that looks. Okay, so let's see what that looks like combined.
Every no I say brings me.
All right, so all right, so this effect is pretty cool. Okay, so I think it's going to be either or. It's going to be this pixelated effect, or it's going to be the topographic lines effect. But let's keep looking. So we have two say. Okay, let's try that. That's pretty cool too. Let's see if it's continuous. So I like this one, but it colorizes things a little too much. So I think maybe if I adjust it, it might work. So let me see if I could do an adjustment layer and see if it actually works. So I haven't tried this before, so bear with me. We're doing this live. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to group this into a compound clip. And then we're going to go inside. And we'll go to a spot where there's a lot of highlights. So we're going to go to adjustment, and now we're going to try to colorize this. So let's go to color correction. No. Color match. Okay, so color match doesn't seem to be working. let's see if we could colorize this blue. So let's try, okay, that's definitely way better. Okay. Yeah, we want to get all the warmth out of that. So let's see if we could jam it up. Saturation, it's okay. Contrasts. Okay, so hue saturation. Okay, let's see how that looks now. I'm not sure if it's any better. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. So it doesn't allow transparency. So let's see if we could bring that back. What happens here? Okay, so it totally messes up the lower layer colors. We don't want that. It does fix the effects here. But I'm not sure how to just apply it to this layer. So let's undo that. Let's see if we could do a remove background on this thing. Remove background, auto removal. Or actually chroma key. Let's try. Yeah, that's not working. All right, so yeah, I can't achieve the effect that I'm looking for right now. And happens sometimes. Happens all the time. All right, so I'm gonna abandon that. We'll keep looking at effects, see what really works with this art. Okay, I used that on the last one. What's this one? That's too crazy. It's not subtle enough. No, that's too much. So you could see that you could spend a lot of time just looking through all of these filters. Let's try lighting effects. Yeah, one of the things you could do is just filter down to specifically lighting effects. Usually those are more subtle. Okay, this one's pretty slow. Okay, it's just that the color matching is going to be a problem. All right, so let's see. We have color pixel. I kind of like this one because it goes with the whole digital vibe. So let's go with this one actually. All right. We have locked in on this color pixel filter. And let's just see how that looks.
Of my own story, no need to prove my worth to anybody.
Okay.
This fire inside.
I don't know why it does like this subtle color shift just before it does the effect. Let's see. So yeah, you got to play around with these settings. All right. Okay. Let's try.
This fire inside can't be
No, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm just gonna go with this one, but it's going to be like a background effect. So how do we do this? So let's see, this is, okay, so what we're gonna have to do is use subclips. So what I'm trying to do is have the effect only go on the background like it's doing here. So this is, yeah, okay, so that's pretty cool. So let's copy this. We're gonna duplicate this layer and we're gonna put it on top. And then we're going to take this layer and we're gonna put this into a subclip, compound clip, right, sub-project. And now when we play this, it's just going to be the background. It should be the background. Interesting, okay. Oh, I see what happened there. So you're going to need the background. You're going to need like a wider frame. I don't know why it's not doing it to the sides inside the compound clip. So this is, yeah, live troubleshooting here. So we're going to undo that. It appears that we're going to need something to fill in the sides, right? So I'm going to try adding an adjustment layer and see if that does something. So we're going to add that in. All right. So hopefully this makes it fill in the whole compound clip. So we're going to select these again. And we're going to create sub project. So again, it looks like we lost the effect we were going for. But let's try it anyways. Let's see what happens if we scale up. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to see if we could so you can't change the aspect ratio. What we need to do is have in the compound clip something in the background. So, okay, so I'm going to do this again. Let's do undo. And then we're going to duplicate this again and put this in the background. We're going to make this scaled up. So we're going to go to basic and then we're going to scale this up. To about, let's see, 178%, maybe a little bit more. And now let's try that again. So we're going to group all these together and we're going to create compound clip. All right. So we got compound clip and let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay. So now you can see the effects are happening on the compound clip. We're going to go into the compound clip, disable the one we don't want. Let's put neon flow below here, see what happens. We're going to need a blur layer, so I'm going to do effects, blur. Actually, let me look at my favorites. Yeah, so just a regular blur. We're gonna throw that in below neon flow. So we're gonna throw that in, and you might need to throw a bunch of these in. So let's really blur this out. So blur again, blur again, and let's see what it looks like. Now, what happens if we turn this off? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, that was what I was looking for. Okay, perfect. So we have the effect we were looking for. Now let's see how it works with the music. Interesting. So it's not rendering. If I disable it, does it render? Yeah, okay. So it does need something to render over. So what I'm going to try is to turn the background layer to, let's say, almost nothing in terms of the opacity. So let's try 1%, no, 2% opacity. Okay, so it's not working with the opacity. Okay, so it's not working with the opacity. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to leave the background on, and I'm going to pull this down a bit. Yeah, okay, so this looks cooler because it has the whole circular object in the background, and it puts more focus on in the middle. Yeah, okay, so that's looking better. Now I'm gonna go into this and we're gonna do the adjustment layer, but we're gonna make it darker. So I'm gonna do brightness or exposure lower. Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah. All right, let's give that a look. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, the question is, can we add it to above the face in a tasteful way? So let's see what happens. Oh, whoa, that's way better. Whoa. Okay, this is exactly what I was hoping for. Holy crap. All right, because this lines up directly with the lyrics. Oh, okay. This turn is turning out way better than I was hoping for. Okay, yeah. All right. So actually, I'm going to hide this layer now, and let's listen to it.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand. seeking validation from another's hand.
Okay, this is perfect. I'm just gonna slow it down more. So for each of these, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slow it down. And let's see what happens. Okay, that seems much better. All right.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand, seeking validation from another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret.
Okay, so I think we nailed the effect. This is way better than I was even anticipating. The lines of this effect, this special effect, line up perfectly with the song, which is about boundaries. So it just kind of it's one of those happy accidents. So now I'm going to start refining the actual implementation of each of the individual lyrics, and I'm noticing like where things should get cut off in terms of the lyrics. So let's just refine this.
Every boundary that I set.
So that should be one set. So let's see.
That I set.
So I'm going to split that. So I'm going to split this here. I have that set up with my shortcut at number 2. So I'm going to say this lyric is just going to be cut off at set. And then over here, this should say I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to put that over here. So let's listen. You have to like listen to where the lyric gets cut off.
Makes me stronger, no regret.
So it ends there. So I'm going to split that again. And then I'm going to put in the next line. One thing to note is when you do a split, it will disrupt the animation. So you're gonna have to reselect. And then you're gonna hit the animations and reselect your target animations. All right, so let's see that.
I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. Crystal clear. No more let, no regret. Found my worth, it's clear.
So right now, what I'm doing is just really refining the lyrics and the layout.
It's crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control. I'm in control of my own story. No need to story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside.
So yeah, I'm just going through. Now we're in the like polishing phase. So just making sure like the layout of the text is as I want it to be.
Anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be changed. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me. Every no I
So yeah, we are good up until this point. Noticing some of the lyrics. So it's supposed to be every no.
every no I say brings me back to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive. Drawing lines that make to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive. Every no I say brings me back to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive. My time, my space, my heart, my choice.
Okay, so in this case, maybe I should put commas. So we should probably do that here too.
Every no I say brings me back to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive. My time, my space, my heart, my choice. Finally,
So yeah, we're just cleaning up here.
her voice. Every boundary that I set. Every boundary that I set.
So this is the same problem from earlier. In the pre-chorus, need to split this up. So this one,
Every boundary that I set is stronger, no regret.
So yeah, I'm just doing some slight edits here.
Found my worth, it's crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control. No more letting no more letting others steer. I'm in so clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control.
Okay, we're just doing some final edits here.
Control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power, my this fire.
So yeah, we're just doing all of these little touches that adds up.
This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me. I'm free, I'm me. No more, no more giving pieces of my soul away. Standing in my power here to stay. This is who I. No more giving pieces of my soul away. Standing.
So yeah, just still doing that final touches here.
Standing in my power here to stay. This is who I am, unshakable and strong. Known it all along. I'm in control
Okay, we're getting down to it.
of my own story. No need to prove.
Okay, so yeah, just got to make sure that the words are correct. So I just noticed that. That was correct. Okay.
Worth to anybody. This fire inside. This fire inside can't be contained. My power.
final changes. You know what? I'm thinking it's okay to have no punctuation here. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And there we go. I think it's perfect. Okay. Wow. Okay. I think we have it. Now let's give this a full run through. Actually, I'm looking at the text color. Maybe it can be the same color that we started with. So I'm going to go back into here, my Figma file. I'm going to get this color value. Going to go back into CapCut. And we're going to do this. I'm going to add this in here. Okay, yeah, that's looking exactly like it, how I wanted it. Now, let's run through the whole thing.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand, seeking validation from.
Okay, so it looks like that one might not be perfect. There you go. This is why we do many run-throughs. Gotta make sure it's all lined up. So let's do that again.
From another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth, it's crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me. Every no I say brings me back to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive.
Let me just make sure that I applied all the animations and the text color. So highlighting all of them, I'm going to go to, let's see, the color and make sure, because it doesn't look as purple. Okay. Now let's just make sure the animations are correct. In is this. Out is this. Okay, so let's do a speed run through this now.
Used to give my power away, afraid to stand, seeking validation from another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth is crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free. brings me back to life. Drawing lines that make me feel alive. My time, my space, my heart, my choice. Finally found my inner voice. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth is crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me. No more giving pieces of my soul away. Standing in my power here to stay. This is who I am, unshakable and strong. Known it all along. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me.
Okay. So I think it's finished. I think it's at a pretty much locked in state. We still have to add the outro and we're going to have to render it and just double check the final render. But I'm really liking where this is at now. So let's take a look at this. All right. Another thing that's getting to me is just the alignment of this thing is a little bit too close to our head. I might move it slightly just for this video. But yeah, I think it could be moved over just a smidge. So let's change that and let's also add the outro. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna go into my media and I have my sub projects, my presets, and I'm going to go to my outro. Let's see. Okay, actually I might have to go to my old file and create that outro. Oh, and another thing I didn't do is name this file, so I got to name this as control lyrics video. And now I'm going to close this and open my previous one, and I'm going to try to see what I did for the outro. So I'm going to go to here and look at it and see if I could. Did I save this as a preset? So I'm going to save this as preset. And I'm going to go to my section, my presets, and look for, yeah, there it is. So I'm going to call this like 2025 outro. All right. So now when you create a preset, you could access this preset on any of your CapCut projects. So now I'm going to go back into my current project, right? And we're going to go to control lyrics video. And we're going to go to my presets. And then we're going to go to outro. So now we have the outro in here.
Nomaditsu.
And now we're going to go to transitions, and I saved my transitions. This is my classic outro transition. And then I'm going to also go to media, going to go to my presets and get my glitch sound effects and throw that in right here and zoom in and make sure that it's perfectly aligned with the outro.
Nomaditsu.
All right. So we got the full thing here. Let's just scrub through that again. Okay, let's do that one little change on the top part here. So I'm going to go back into Figma and we're going to go to this asset here. And I'm going to move this a smidge to the left, right? So let's zoom in on that. And yeah, that's better. So I'm going to re-export this and we're going to call it, okay, so we have main cover art. We'll call it cover art 2. And so that's saved. We're going to go back into CapCut now. And we're going to go into the places where we have this art we want to replace. And we'll go replace clip. So let's just do it to the top part here. Replace clip. We'll go back to our file here. We will go to graphics. Actually, it's going to be in here. Control lyric, graphics, number 2, replace. And we don't have to do it to the back, but just to do it for consistency's sake, let's replace that too with the new art. And we're going to go back. And you could see here, it's very slight, but you have the perfect alignment that I was looking for. Let's go scrub through it again real quick.
You take my power away, freaks in, seek validation from another hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set.
Okay, let's make sure. Let's go back. Let's see. I do have a gradient here. Yeah, so that stands out. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're good. Now we're going to export it. So let's go export. And I'm going to go select my export folder. So we're going to go into my projects. We're going to go to Control Lyric. And we're going to go to exports. We're going to go to work in progress and export here. So we have that, and we also have captions. So I'm going to export and see what happens. So while that's exporting, let's watch it again if we can. Actually, we can't watch it. So let me go back to the browser and let's see if I missed anything. Okay, so we have CapCut Pro. You need CapCut Pro for the lyric generation. You could try to do it manually, but it does take a lot of extra time. And with CapCut Pro, you have a lot more just amazing filters and features. You're probably going to want to upgrade eventually. So yeah, don't forget to use my affiliate link if you can. But yeah, this is not sponsored. You have your original music, you have your album art, you have your image editor, Figma for free. Okay, so let's go back. So I'm going to take a short break while this generates. So I'm going to test this be right back functionality, okay? Be right back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off my avatar here, and I'll let you see it rendering live. And I'll put back the music, and I'll come back when it's completed. All right, so let's go.
Used to give my
Okay, guys, it's finished. So now we do quality control and just double check what it sounds like and looks like. So I'm going to go to where it published it, going to open with QuickTime, and let's watch it in entirety, right? Let's see how it looks. Let me just double check to make sure QuickTime is included here. So I'm going to add QuickTime. Let me do a volume check here.
used to give my power away, afraid to stand, seeking validation from another's hand. But now I see the truth inside of me. I'm breaking free, I'm who I'm meant to be. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth, it's crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be changed. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me. Every no I say brings me back to life, drawing lines that make me feel alive. My time, my space, my heart, my choice. Finally found my inner voice. Every boundary that I set makes me stronger, no regret. Found my worth, it's crystal clear. No more letting others steer. I'm in control of my own story. No need piece of my soul away. Standing in my power, here to stay. This is who I am, unshakable and strong. Known it all along. I'm in control of my own story. No need to prove my worth to anybody. This fire inside can't be contained. My power can't be chained. I'm whole, I'm free, I'm me.
Okay.
Nomaditsu.
Okay, that was perfect. That was it. That's the final file. That's the final file. Perfect. All right. So we just did the whole thing. Another important thing is you have the lyrics video. You have the lyric file. You have the captions. So you could open that up in Sublime Text, right? And you could see the caption file. And if you want to, you could go through this and update the formatting. You could use AI to go through the formatting. I won't go through that right now, but that is it. We have the full final file. Now all that's left is to do the thumbnail, which is out of scope for this, right? So I now have these assets, okay? So I have the YouTube thumbnail and I have the final video file. So I'm going to export this, right? Let's export this. And I'm going to go to the control lyric video. Yeah. Exports, thumbnail, and let's call it. All right. So now we have the final thumbnail file and we have the final video. All right. So let's just clean up this organization here. This is final. So I'm going to move this into the final folder, right? Final with subs. And I'm going to move this subtitles into subtitles. And I'm going to delete this. All right. And we have the thumbnail. So now we have, with these files, we have everything we need to launch our video. Let's recap. Okay, we went from, we are trying to learn how to do a full video in CapCut, start to finish. Did that right here. Let's look at our time. I've been online for an hour and a half. Okay. So why do we create it? It's a fun way to practice your CapCut skills, fun way to promote your project. It's a fun way to have something more engaging than just the music file. And it's like halfway between the music, just the cover art, and having a full-blown music video. So this will buy you time to get the word out for your music and buy you time while you create the full music video. And yeah, we started with just this cover art, and then we used our creativity to create a full-blown lyrics video. So that is it. And that's it, guys. I'm going to put in a link in the description below for CapCut Pro. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone who did. And hope you enjoyed that. I will continue making videos and live streams. I need to do more of these lyric videos, so I'll probably just do another live stream. But there's also a lot of other AI news to cover, other new AI things that I've been using personally, like DeepSeek R1. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.